Well, well, well. They got life, 35 years for a hate crime. Wow. Well, justice has been served. I'm glad justice has been served. You know, a federal hate crime, kidnapping, and weapons use charges. Oh man, they threw the book at these folks. They threw the book at these Peckerwoods. William Roddy Jr. was the third man involved in the Arbery killing. Was sentenced by U.S. District Judge Lisa Godby Wood to 35 years, which will be served at the same time as his state sentence. All three men are already serving life sentences for their convictions in state court on a series of charges related to killing of the 25-year-old black man, including felony murder. My son was shot not one time but two times, but three times. 357 Magnum revolver. Wow. They got aggravated kidnapping charges. Yeah, I'm glad they got these folks on some kidnapping charges because they do be trying to pull off a citizen's arrest like they like they've been deputized or something. Like they part of the police force. Like who the hell who the hell these folks think they are? Cause you see these people doing this a lot. Gonna try to box us in and keeping us from leaving from somewhere. Like these Karens be doing sometimes. I'm glad they finally got somebody on some aggravated kidnapping charges. I'm glad for that. Cause that shit been going on for far too long. Man, this judge wasn't playing. 7 years on the weapons charges, which will be served consecutively. Oh man. Now all this is not to say that this is going to bring Arbery, back, but it's just can't deny it. It kind of feels good to see some justice being served because in the other time, in a situation like this, the shooter or the gunman would have been found not guilty, or if he was found guilty, he would be put on 20 years probation or some shit, a 20-year suspended sentence and all this crap, or 10 years community service. But this turnout is different, so I'm glad to know that they didn't just give these guys a slap on the wrist. Man, I'm glad to. It's the best news I got all day. I mean, no, this the best news that I've heard in a while. The sentencing on both McMichaels were preceded by emotional testimony from Arbery's family, which told the court about his killing, how his killing had impacted them and changed their family. They also condemned the actions of both men, with Cooper Jones testifying to her confusion when she learned that Gregory McMichael was with Travis. He killed Arbery. At first, she said she questioned whether that could be true. I struggled to come to the realization that a father would actually accompany his son to take a life, she said. I didn't want to believe that because me as a mother, I could never accompany my son to do any type of crime. Wow, you see that? Before Gregory McMichael was sentenced, he acknowledged Arbery's family, who were in court, saying, "The loss that you've endured is beyond description. There is no words for it." What? I'm sure that my words mean little to you, but I wanted to assure you that I never wanted any of this to happen. What the hell? You chased him down. Come on now. Of course you wanted this to happen. So you were chasing him down just to play a game of tag, not it, hide and seek, dodgeball. Is that why you were chasing them down? Were y'all in a relay race or something? Is that what y'all were doing? Okay, Gregory Michael also apologized to his wife and son, saying, "I should have never put him in that situation." Finally, I pray that God's peace will come to the Arbery family and his community. I know he didn't put God in this after what he did. The nerve. Speaking to the reporters Monday afternoon, Cooper Jones said that she accepted Gregory McMichael's apology. Being the person I am, I think now he realized he made some horrible decisions back in February 2020. She said, "Unfortunately, exactly what I was saying earlier. His apology doesn't bring back my son, but I do accept his apology." He accepted his apology and see his ass off to a lifetime sentence in the federal pen. See you, wouldn't want to be you. You know. I guess this could be motivation on this Monday, depending on how you feel about it. Like I said, this doesn't bring him back or anything, but it's good to know that they didn't get these dudes a slap on the wrist and get them a 15-year suspended sentence for this, a 10-year suspended sentence for that. Know how they be doing. You know how they do non-melanated people. Get them all kind of breaks, but they didn't get these guys no breaks. Sure didn't. To make the case, federal prosecutors focused on how each defendant has spoken about black people in public and in private, using inflammatory, derogatory, and racist language. Wow. So they caught these fools in the act, making racial slurs and talking greasy about black people and non-white people, maybe. They believe he matched the description of someone captured in the footage recorded at a home. We black people always fit the description of somebody that did something wrong. That's typical. Shoot, it's always us that fit some type of dubious description. But I'm glad y'all got life and 35 years. I'm glad to know that. No. Life terms. Yeah, I just thought I'd deliver this news. You know, I kind of see it as motivation on this Monday. You know, because seeing non-melanated folks get all these breaks, get cut all type of breaks and stuff. You know, it kind of take a toll on you. Yep.
I now want to address the members of the DOJ. I'm very thankful that you guys brought these charges of hate crime. But back on January the 31st, you guys accepted a plea deal with these 3 murderers who took my son's life. Marcus and 2 of Ahmaud's aunties stood before the courts and begged the judge not to take a plea deal that the DOJ went before the judge and asked them to take a plea deal with these guys.
That's a mother.
Attorney Ben Crump just called these women, just called her name, Christian Clark. As I traveled to Brunswick on that Sunday afternoon, I spoke to Christian Clark and the lead attorney, Tara Lyons, begging them to please not take this plea deal. They ignored my cry.
All right.
I begged them.
Yes, you did.
Even after the family stood before the judge and asked the judge to not take this plea deal, the lead prosecutor, Tara Lyons, stood up and asked the judge to ignore the family's cry.
Justice.
That's not justice for Ahmaud.
Oh, come on.
What we got today, we wouldn't have gotten today if it wasn't for the fight that the family put up on January the 31st. What the DOJ did today, they was made to do today.
Come on.
It wasn't because what they wanted to do.
Taxpayers.
They were made to do their job today.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And there you have it. Well, that's a different way to look at it. You know, they were made to do it. Okay. Well, nevertheless, I'm glad they were made to do it, and they got the book thrown at their asses anyway. So I guess this is kind of like a Abraham Lincoln type of situation. You know, like when he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, but he did it for his own benefit or for other reasons other than to see black people being freed. Well, I'm just glad that the outcome wasn't different, and these three monsters don't get to walk out free, all willy-nilly and shit. So that's all I got to say on that. I just wanted to show y'all this, and I will wrap with you all later. Peace out.